All right, the end of the year is coming, so that means we got some lists going on, right? We got the best lenses, the best cameras, and stuff like that. In this video, we're going to talk about the best lenses for your Sony full-frame E-mount mirrorless camera that I personally use and reviewed. So you can find those videos as well on my channel. Let's begin right away with the best wide-angle lens. And that to me was the Sony FE 20mm f1.8 was my favorite wide-angle lens that you can buy for your Sony mirrorless camera. Reason for that is, of course, it is small, compact, lightweight, and it's just the image quality coming out of it is just really, really good. It's even a normal, between brackets, normal G lens, not even a GM lens, but the way that it performs and how the images are looking is just fantastic. So a really highly recommended lens if you want to buy a wide angle lens. So let's continue on to the 35mm range, and the best one that I reviewed in this year was the Samyang 35mm f1.8. It's a really great lens. It's very affordable. I think that's the best feature it has. Very affordable. The price range is between 400 350 US dollars, but also in euros, so that is quite affordable. And what you get with this lens is a weather sealed lens, but also a silent motor, autofocus motor, and the image quality coming out of it is really, really sharp and really good. It reminds me of the Sony 35mm f1.8, which is actually more expensive, but if you compare them side by side, you know, there isn't much of a difference. I think the winner in this case is the Samyang because it's just way cheaper. So go for that, save some money, go, and with that kind of money that you saved on, you can go to a nice place or just do whatever you want with it. Save some money, have more fun with anything else. Anyways, let's go check out the 50mm, 45mm range. And to be honest, I haven't actually really tested out that range, but I do want to mention the Sigma all-round zoom lens, you know, the 2470 f2.8. That one is a really great lens. But I'm using, of course, the Tamron 2875. That's my favorite lens. But in 2020, if I had to choose one like normal range zoom lens, then the Sigma 2470 f2.8 is the one to buy. You know, it has a really great image quality and also quite affordable, and you get a lot of range, you know, for that kind of money. Let's check out the 85mm range, and the one that I really recommend is the Samyang 85mm f1.4. Just that f1.4 blurriness, background blurriness is just really dreamy, and I really like how it looks. But other than that, the build quality is really great as well. It feels really premium, but sometimes the price is not that premium. It comes around 450 bucks sometimes. So you have to keep in mind, if you are checking out the prices and you are really interested in this lens, that one is the way to go. Next to the affordability, we also just have the image quality is very, very exceptional for its price point, but also the build quality and everything else is just really nice. Keep in mind though, for video, this might not be the best in class, but for photography, it is really good because for video, it hunts a little bit. All right, let's check out macro photography or macro lenses, and that is of course the Sony 90mm f2.8. That one is just a lens on its own. It's like all the way up there, and there are many other lenses down there, you know. But this 90mm f2.8 is just very exceptional, you know, for macro photography, but also for portraits. Is really, really good, and I can highly recommend it. But it is a little bit steep on the price. Keep that in mind, you know. But if you had to choose one lens for portraits work, but also for macro photography, then the Sony FE 90mm f2.8 is the way to go. You cannot go wrong with this lens. Let's continue on to my travel lens or the all-round lens, and the one that I travel with in this weird year 2020. We actually managed to travel some places during the summer, and we went to Paris, the city of love, right? The city of love, the head capital city of France, and that is of course the Tamron 28-200 f2.8 f5.6. This lens was really great for traveling because we got the whole range, you know, 28-200, but also that f2.8 on the wide angle side, but also on the 200mm f5.6. you know, the images that I came home with were just really exceptional. And during my travel, this lens was really lightweight and it didn't bother me. And I really recommend this lens if you are somebody that moves a lot, that just walks around and stuff like that. This lens is really a great one to have in your bag. This lens is the way to go. So the Tamron 28-200 f 2.8 5.6, whole mouthful right there, but this one is a really high recommendation in my book. Keep in mind though that this does not have a built-in stabilization, but if your camera has a built-in stabilization, an IBIS system, you know what I mean, right? Then this is really a great option. So let's go to the next category, and that is the short telezoom range, 70-200. In this case, we're going with the Tamron 70-180 f 2.8. I used this actually also on a wedding, and the images coming out of it were really good. And not only the images were really good, also the performance out of this lens, you know, very silent but even faster than the famous Tamron 28-75 f 2.8 that I'm using right now, by the way. So the 70-100 f 2.8 is a really great lens for that short telezoom range. You know, very high quality with great performance, great build quality as well. So everything is just fantastic of this lens. Really recommend it if you're a professional that is going in between those ranges 70-180. Let's go. The final category that I have right here is the long telezoom range, so the super telezoom, and that is, to me at least right now, is the Sigma 100-400 f4 5.6. So this Sigma 100-400 is really great, man, and I captured some nice photo, as you see here, some nature shots, and it was really a breeze. The build quality of this lens is really good. I accidentally dropped it on a floor and it worked really fine. So, you know, build quality wise, I can highly praise this lens. This is a really good lens. Image quality coming out of it is exceptionally good, and just the price, you know, for around 1,000 euros here in the Netherlands, it's hard to beat. It's hard to beat, man. 100-400 f4 5.6, 6.3, something like that. I don't remember the name anymore, but you know, that is a highly recommended lens in my book. So these are the best lenses that I've used in this year 2020. Of course, there are many other lenses out there. I didn't test out any G Master lens, I believe. I think I only tested out the 24mm f1.4, the Sony GM lens or G Master lens. That's the only one that I tested out. It's actually also a really great lens, but compared to the Sony FE 20mm f1.8, you know, the 20mm is just a little bit better, and it has a different kind of feeling, wide angle view, than the 24mm. So that's my little opinion here, my list with the best full frame lenses for your Sony E-mount mirrorless camera from 2020. All right, that's all, guys. Thank you again for watching. Let me know what you think about this little list, and as always, stay safe, stay healthy. See you in the next one. Good luck.